You're watching The Ugly Inside? Subscribe below.
It's match day 2 in the Europa League. We're off to Israel on Thursday. Clive's going. First of all, Clive, how are we feeling about Thursday night's game at Hapoel Be'er Sheva?
Well, about the game, I'm feeling reasonably confident. I'm very excited to go to Israel. Very excited to see the Saints in Europe again. It's what we all dream of, and it's somewhere I've never been, and I guess a lot of the lads have never been. So really looking forward to it. The game, well, they gave Celtic a tough time out there. They really did. After losing the first leg 5-2, they really got stuck into Celtic, and it was backs to the wall. So I'm expecting them to come at us all guns blazing, really, because I think that's the only way they know how to play. Very direct, and it's something that Saints really haven't had to deal with. It's a bit like perhaps some of the Championship or League One football, and sometimes it does unsettle teams.
Israel's a notorious hard place to go. Are we expecting the result? I mean, I'd take a draw all day long, you know. If we do beat Hapoel on Thursday, that puts us in a really good position going into the 2 Inter Milan games after this game.
Massively. It puts us, a win would probably put us 1 win away from qualifying, I think. And it would be great to qualify early and take the pressure off the other games. Maybe not so good for the guys that are going to travel out to Milan and Prague, but as soon as you can put these things to bed, do it. And I don't know. I think we can soak it up on Thursday night. We can soak up the pressure, and once they've expanded, a bit like some of the games recently, once they've expanded a fair bit of energy, then Saints have got the perfect ability to hit teams on the break.
Oh, we're over the moon by that result. Can we make it 5 games in a row without conceding on Thursday? It's going to be tough, isn't it?
Of course it's going to be tough, but a lot of it is about confidence. And let's face it, we were sat here 2 weeks ago very worried. I was certainly very worried that the players weren't adapting to the system, that the game, our whole game wasn't flowing together, and it seemed disjointed. You didn't know where the goals were going to come from, but all of a sudden it's come together, and it looks a different team to last season. Obviously we've got different players, but a different way of playing. And I think we're gonna catch a lot of teams by our control of the game. I think that's what Hapoel loves. He loves control of the game. It's going to be slightly different out there. I think they're gonna wallop the ball forward quick. They might have some, I don't know what their team, they've got big lads up front, but I'm expecting them to get the ball forward very quickly. Players are in your face. That's not so easy to do, but what that does leave is more gaps in midfield to go forward. So it could be a very different tactical game than we've been watching in the Premier League. Premier League has got a little bit like chess. The last few. Oops, he fell over. Yeah. Anyway, after being hacked down badly in midfield there, we continue. Thank you, ref. Good yellow card. Anyway, yeah. No, I think we're going to have a very different game. There.
Of course, now that we've won 4 games in a row, all the haters at the start of the season saying that the system doesn't work. Now the players are buying into it. We've won 4 games in a row without conceding. Of course, those haters have crawled back into the holes. But look, we expect another rotated squad. Do you expect this on Thursday, rotated squad? Perhaps we might see Martina back into the squad again, because he had a blinder against Sparta in the Europa League a couple of weeks ago.
I'm sure we will see a lot of changes, and with all the games coming up, we're obviously still in the League Cup. It's a skill that Claude Puel is going to have to be pretty good at. I mean, I always remember Nigel Adkins when he rotated the team on both promotion runs in League One and the Championship, and he did it fantastically well. It really is so crucial that you don't burn people out. I'm sure there are guys. The good thing is, after those 4 wins, everybody's busting a gut to get in that team. Everybody's busting a gut. Everybody's disappointed when they get left out, but they accept the situation. You see the attitude of the subs on the line when we scored against, was it Swansea? Yeah, Swansea. You see the reaction, and it is, again, it's that team spirit. It's what got us there before, and I'm so relieved to see it back. I was a little bit dubious the first couple of games, the Watford and the Sunderland game. We were putting the effort in, but that spirit is back there, and added that to good football ability, you've got something going for you.
No doubt, this game is going to be our biggest test yet in this sort of a run of form. But give us a score prediction, mate. What are you expecting? I'd take a draw all day long. I said at the start of the show.
I don't know. I really think when you see the result, I mean, the results don't mean a lot against Celtic, because that game was pretty wild. That Celtic actually went 3-0 up, wasn't it? Or was it 3-0 and then it 3-2 and then it went 5-2? And then the game out there, Celtic's defence were awful. I think we've got a lot more about us defensively, a lot more organisation. So I'm fancying a win out there, fancying 2-0. But we will be under the cosh. It's when we're under the cosh, ride the storm, and there'll be times in the game when we can go and destroy them going forward.
Well, then that wraps up for our preview for Thursday night's game. Let us know in the comments below what your score predictions are and which squad you'd like to see play on Thursday night. But for now, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more.